Are you disillusioned with what the Christmas season has become? There's another way to honor this time of year, one that slows everything down, that listens to the earth and the returning of light. Long before the rush and noise we know today, winter was a season of stillness and reflection marked by fires, feasts, and gratitude for the warmth that kept people alive. It was called Yule, a celebration of the turning of the year, of nature's quiet renewal, and of the light's slow return after the longest night. The winter solstice marks this shift, the shortest day and longest night of the year. Across the northern European countries and further south throughout much of Europe, many people still celebrate this ancient earth-centered tradition. Fires are lit, wreaths are hung, and families gather to share food and reflect as the light begins to return. More and more people across the Americas are rediscovering Yule as well, drawn to its simplicity, its grounding in nature, and the sense of calm that it brings back to winter. Yule is more than a festival. It's a way to move through winter with intention. Its 12 days mark a journey from honoring our roots to releasing what no longer serves us and welcoming the year to come. These practices are timeless, handmade, and deeply human. In this video, we'll walk through each of the 12 days of Yule, what they represent, and simple ways to bring them into your life through reflection, gratitude, and creation. If you'd like to go deeper into the history and meaning of Yule, there's a playlist on this channel that explores it. For now, let's begin. 12 days that bring warmth, connection, and meaning back to winter. Day 1, Mother's Night. The 12 days begin with Mother's Night, known in ancient northern languages as Mudrinacht. It honors the mothers, the grandmothers, and the caretakers, the ancestors who carried families through the darkest months. Light a candle for them tonight. Think of those who shaped your life with love or strength. You can also create a small offering of evergreen or dried flowers or hang a wreath. The circle represents the endless cycle of life. In many Celtic lands, this night also honored the Great Mother, the earth herself, whose body holds every seed of spring. The green man sleeps within her, dreaming of the forest yet to bloom. Day 2, the return of the sun. The second day welcomes the return of light, the turning point of the year. In Norse and Celtic traditions, this was when the Oak King, the youthful spirit of growth, rose in strength, taking the crown from the Holly King, who had ruled through the dark half of the year. Hang strands of dried orange slices to catch the light. Their golden color mirrors the returning sun and symbolizes abundance and warmth. Light several candles or a small fire and feel the balance shift, the reign of light beginning once more. Day 3, Hearth and Home. The hearth was once the center of every home, where warmth, food, and story met. This day honors the spaces that protect and sustain you. Simmer a pot of water with cinnamon sticks and cloves to fill your home with the scent of comfort. Place a sprig of pine, cedar, or fir near your doorway. Evergreens remind us that life endures even through winter. The Holly King still lingers near the hearth on these nights, guarding what is precious as he slowly yields to the Oak King. His red berries and dark leaves are symbols of protection. Hang them near your fire to keep its spirit strong. Day 4, Kin and Kindred. Communities once gathered during Yule to share food and laughter, binding families through shared time. Invite someone to share a simple meal or make small gifts by hand, a jar of herbs, a baked treat, or a dried orange tied with ribbon. These gestures speak of belonging more than anything store-bought ever could. In both Celtic and Norse lands, kinship was sacred. Hospitality was a form of blessing. To feed another was to keep the world in balance. Day 5, Celebration and Joy. Midway through Yule came celebration, music, stories, and feasts. It was a reminder that even in the dark, joy still belongs to us. Decorate your space with symbols of cheer, oranges studded with cloves for protection and abundance, sprigs of holly or rosemary for vitality, or a bit of gold ribbon to represent the sunlight's return. Play music, laugh, and celebrate the life that continues to move through you. Raise a toast to the green man whose face can be found in carvings across ancient Europe, the spirit of wild joy, of nature laughing in midwinter. His presence reminds us that life never truly sleeps. After celebration comes the much needed day 6, rest and reflection. After celebration came quiet. This day was for stillness and recovery, a pause before turning toward the new year. Wrap yourself in a blanket, sip something warm, write down what this season has taught you so far. Place a candle nearby and let its gentle light remind you that rest is sacred. It restores the spark that keeps everything alive. The Holly King fades fully on this day, retreating into the deep forest to dream until midsummer. His rest teaches us that endings are not loss, but part of the rhythm that keeps life whole. Day 7, honor for the land and animals. People once offered food to the creatures and spirits of the land as gratitude for life itself. Hang seed bells or strings of dried fruit outdoors for the birds. Return your orange peels or herbs to the earth as compost. Thank the land out loud for its generosity. In both Norse and Celtic lands, the green man was honored through these acts. He is the breath of the forest, the quiet pulse beneath the frost. Each offering feeds him, and in spring he will return the favor. Day 8, remembering the departed. This day honors those who have passed. It was believed that ancestors walk close when the nights are long. Light a candle in their memory or make a small place at your table for them. You might place a piece of evergreen beside their photo, a symbol that love, like the green of the forest, endures through every season. In Norse households, the Dísir and Fylgja, female ancestral spirits, were remembered, while Celtic families called to their beloved dead through firelight and song. Both saw death, not as an ending, but a return to the greater circle. Day 9, generosity and giving. Generosity was once survival. Communities shared what they had so everyone could endure. Give something meaningful today. It could be time, a small handmade token, or help for someone in need. Cinnamon and clove bundles were once exchanged for luck and health. Make one to gift or hang it near your doorway as a sign of goodwill. In Celtic story, the Oak King's first act after his victory was to give light to all. In his spirit, share what you have without fear of lack. Day 10, vision and daydreaming. Yule nights were times for dreaming and seeing the year ahead. Before you sleep, write a word that represents what you hope to grow in the coming year. Place it beneath a sprig of evergreen or a piece of cinnamon for protection and blessing. In the morning, note what ideas or feelings come. The Oak King now rules the sky, his growing light guiding dreams of renewal. Ask for clarity, and the green man may answer in the whisper of trees. Day 11, cleansing and release. As Yule neared its end, people cleared away ashes and opened doors to fresh air. Sweep your space, burn a bit of dried rosemary or pine to clear old energy, and open a window. You can also burn a note of something you're ready to release, letting the smoke carry it away. This day belongs to both kings. The Holly King rests beneath the snow, and the Oak King rises above it. Their exchange reminds us that to clear the old makes room for the new. Day 12, the turning and renewal. The final day marks completion. Fires burn through the night as people welcome the new year's dawn. Light your last candle and sit quietly with it. Reflect on the small symbols around you, the oranges, the wreath, the evergreens, the sense of spice and wood. Each one holds meaning, abundance, protection, endurance, remembrance, warmth. In Celtic lands, the Oak King now stands in his full strength, while the green man stirs beneath the soil. Their union is the promise of spring. As you watch the flame, think of the light you'll carry forward into the new year. The 12 Days of Yule invite us to slow down, listen, and rediscover meaning where modern life can sometimes feel empty. You don't need to follow every step. Even one handmade act or moment of reflection can shift the way the season feels for you. If this spoke to you, explore the Yule playlist for deeper stories about where these practices began and how to make them part of your life today. How do you think you will celebrate this Yule? Leave a comment so others can get some ideas from you. May this winter bring you warmth, renewal, and a return to meaning in the turning of the wheel. Happy Yule!